How do you turn your budget into an active, successful money plan? Today's episode is for those of you who have struggled with budgeting and keep asking yourself why it never seems to work. In this episode, I'll reveal the secret ingredient, the key to turning your budget into an active working plan. By the end of the episode, you'll discover what might be missing from your system and the steps you can take to identify and fix that missing piece. Welcome to Wealthy After 40, where I help you turn retirement uncertainty into a clear, actionable plan. If you're thinking about retirement but feel unsure whether it's even possible, I understand. The gap between where you are now and where you want to be can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to. Hi, I'm Daylene Higgins, founder of Elevate Finances and your personal financial coach. Having retired at the age of 50 and have enjoyed over 2 years of retirement bliss, I'm here to help you create your retirement dream and make it a reality. No more wondering, no more guessing, just taking action and building a future for yourself. Join me each week as I guide you through essential topics such as budgeting, cash flow, lifestyle planning, debt and savings, insurance, Medicare, and Social Security. Together, we'll build a strategy to help you achieve the retirement you've always desired. It's time to shift from uncertain to unstoppable and make your retirement dreams a reality. If you have any questions about today's episode, the best place to ask them is in the Retirement Vault private podcast community. This exclusive podcast allows you to submit your questions, which will be answered in a dedicated episode. Bonus, you have access to 3 previously recorded episodes that will walk you through my 3-step process, which has helped clients transition smoothly into retirement and feel more confident about not outliving their savings. If you haven't signed up yet, make sure to visit elevatefinances.us/retirement-vault and get subscribed today. It's completely free and designed to support you and your retirement journey. Welcome to the episode. So last week, I talked about what it looked like at the beginning of my coaching container. We create a budget and we create a money management system, which is what I call a cash flow system. But even with these steps and helping clients, I was seeing people still not finding success. Now, you could probably relate. You've sat down, you've created a budget, you've got your system, and you were like, I don't know, it's not working. I'm not keeping up with it. There's not consistency. I was seeing very similar results with my clients early on when I was coaching. I decided that there was something else that needed to be taught. There was another skill that was missing that is a skill that is essential to help ensure your success. So this skill will tie your budgeting and your system together and help give it the action that it needs. Before I dive into that a little bit further, I had a recent client say to me, I know I should be looking at my money often, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for. What am I looking for? What is it supposed to mean? What action steps? What is my feedback? What should I be looking for? What questions should I be asking? And then I had another client say, okay, so checking in monthly should be good, right? Now, somebody who's not looking at their money, this might sound like a lot. Prior to this, and even with these still, coming through with current clients, I realized that it's just not natural for individuals that once you create a budget and once you have a system, that they know how to control their spending and go find savings. As a numbers nerd, I just thought, okay, go do. I've given you the plan. But really, the skill that was missing was the creation of a money routine. I will define it further, but the money routine is the secret ingredient that is key to your success with money. This is going to help maintain your consistency. So last week's episode, we talked about motivation. Key, people are always looking for that. If you missed that, go listen to that. But this week, we're talking about consistency. This skill, this ingredient is what you need. Now, it doesn't mean it's easy, although it's not hard. It's not time consuming. I just want to put that out there, but knowing this skill will help maintain that consistency because it's going to explain a little bit more of what you should be doing. Just like my client who was like, I know I'm supposed to be looking at this, and what are my takeaways? What are they supposed to mean? What is a money routine? Well, it's the days and time commitment. So you have a day and a time that you commit to and action steps that you will take each and every week. This will support your clarity and improve your relationship with your money. Like I said, it's not time consuming or hard. It just needs to be a regular activity. Just like when you foster relationships, you have to have continual regular reach outs. These things keep it going. Just like watering a plant, you have to do it every so often. It's just not going to grow. And that is the same with your money. So how do you create a money routine? Again, a money routine is something, it's a routine. You're going to do it just like your beauty routine, just like your car maintenance routine, like whatever routines you have, this is the same thing, but it's going to be with your money. And the first step is you're going to commit to payday or the soonest day after and choose a time and plan to spend 15 to 20 minutes. Commit to a day, payday preferably, or the soonest day after as day one and a time. I have clients who work 12-hour shifts come home and do this because they have committed to it. It's just what you do. That's your step one. In the event that life happens, because life will happen, you will have other events crop up on that day. You might be sick, might be in the hospital or whatever it is. I want you to choose a backup day and time, not just a backup day and time for that commitment. Now you have the first day. If that one for some reason can't happen due to life, you're going to have a backup day and time. Commit to those. It's important that you commit to those. I was working with a client. We had gone through this exercise. She had committed. She had committed to Friday mornings or Saturday mornings. Those were going to work. So as we're working, it's just not happening. And I'm like, why? What is the struggle? She was finally getting to it either Sunday afternoon or Monday morning. And I'm like, you get paid on Friday. That is just too long, especially her. Her situation was a weekly pay. You can't delay. You get paid every single Friday. What is the delay? She was very faith-based, God-oriented, and she says, well, I have committed to spend time with God every morning. And this was conflicting with her commitment for this money routine. And I said, does God not want you to steward well over your money? Why can't he be a part of this? Once we got through her mindset, got that shifted, she stuck to it. She stuck to it. And the results after her being able to do it, she says, oh my gosh, I just love doing it before the weekend. Because then when my family asks or says, can we buy something? Can we go do this? I want to buy this. Do we have the money? And she says, I have an answer because I've already spent time with my money. And that is just the importance of getting in there, spending time with it. Commit to a day, commit to a backup day. Make sure you even choose that time and plan on 15 to 20 minutes. This is very crucial, especially on paydays. If you're like my client, wondering what you should get out of it, like, okay, now what do I do? I've picked a day, I've picked a time. What should I do? These are moves on payday. You need to make sure your check came in, that it didn't have any issues coming through payroll, that it is the correct amount, Because yes, payroll processors, there's issues, there's problems. You need to be on top of that and make sure that works. The second thing you're going to do is pay your bills. Your bills that need to be paid prior to your next payday, get them paid. That's action step number 2. Then you're going to acknowledge your spending amount for the time period from payday to payday. This might be 1 week, 2 weeks, or a month. That was what empowered my client to be able to have the conversations with family about how much money they had and if they could spend it. She was ready with answers. Those are the steps that you're going to do on payday. You commit to a day, commit to a time, you have your backup day, your time. Those are the steps you're going to do on that day. That is just the first step. You will then need to create some other check-in times, at least 2 more, if not 3, preferably every day. It's going to take less time the more often you do. But what are you going to do on these other check-ins? Well, you're going to stay on top of spending. You're going to be jumping in, seeing what's happening, what's going on. Are there any erroneous charges, right? Sometimes that happens. We have identity theft. Somebody gets a hold of a number. So if we're not in there, we won't see that. Again, stay on top of your spending. Are you on track for your spending amount till the next payday? Are you staying in line? And then number 3 is, are you looking for ways to save money? Are you looking for ways to direct? Again, last week we talked about values. Use your value for one of these focus check-ins. Is it supporting you? Is it guiding you? Is it sending you to your financial goals? If you choose a focus for each check-in, you will know what to do. And those can be quick 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. And you're going to check in for X, Y, or Z. And you get to decide, what are your top priorities? What are you trying to better, be more aware of, create change? I did this on my journey. I got focused on one expense area and I learned how I could do better at it. And so these check-ins will kind of support that and help you see if you're making any change, if you're making any progress, if you want to make any change or progress. If you don't know how much is being spent on a certain area, then that's what you're going to want to do in these check-ins. And then if you feel all right about it, you don't want to change. Making this routine a priority, but also fun. You're thinking, how can I make it fun? Well, okay. First off, if you're choosing a time that your spouse or partner wants to be there and can be there with you, make it a date. What are we going to have for a treat while we do this? Or what are we going to have to sip on while we do this? And make sure your planning sessions are in a very comfortable, enjoyable spot without distractions and interruptions. If you're somebody with still kids at home, teenagers, whatever it may be, you might have to say, this is my time to spend with my money, and it doesn't hurt. Show them that you're spending time with your money, that you're being able to create this space and this time, but make it comfortable. Make it comfortable. This is a habit that is built over time. Just like me trying to get 10,000 steps in a day. I've been working on it since August. Still, it's a habit that is built over time. But this habit with a money routine is one that is built to see success. You don't just want to check in and make sure you have enough money. There's more to get out of it than that. Think about your goals. How spending time with money can help you see a quicker way to reach your financial goals. Why do you want to spend time with your money? That's important for you to ask yourself, and that will guide these check-ins. Just like with identifying your financial goals and helping you think about this, but it will bring about clarity and awareness, an understanding of where your money is going. My client, who thought once a month would be okay, had transitioned to once a week. And his situation is not common. It's a very unique situation. So weekly is fine with me for what he's got going on. But even just that increase and going from a month to a week, he's like, oh my gosh, I know where my money is going. I know how to save. I know how to cut my spending. There is power in just spending a little bit of time, but it has to come through that initial commitment. The day, the time, start spending time. You'll get better at it. I promise. You'll find ways to improve your money. Get creative. Think outside of the box. What do you want to do? Again, go back to the last episode. What are your values? How are these directing? It's like sitting in traffic and you've got a traffic light. Be your traffic light and direct your money. Where does it need to go and how? And that is what you're going to do on payday, is get that money there where it needs to be. And then you're going to watch it and make sure it's doing what you want it. Making sure that those moves are supporting your literal goal, your financial goal. If you want to know more about budgeting, money management, and creating your money routine, jump on a free call with me. I would love to chat about your money management style and help you identify what's missing. And also share with you how I can support you in the future, what that would look like. Be sure to create a money routine with backup days so that you don't mess, that you can support clarity, planning, and measuring success. Remember that this is the skill that ties it all together. This is your secret ingredient to money success. This is a skill that turns your money into dreams and goals. I can't wait to help you reach retirement using this as part of your process, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for listening. Each week, my goal is to help you get one step closer to retirement so you can be excited for that big day instead of stressed and just hoping it will work out. If today's episode got you thinking about your retirement plans and you're wondering if you're on the right track, I'd love to connect. Let's explore how you can confidently design the retirement you've always dreamed of by booking your free retirement vision session today. In this 30-minute call, we'll clarify your cash flow, what's coming in, going out, explore or refine your retirement dreams, and make sure you're not missing any key areas that may impact or delay you in reaching your retirement goal. Book your call using the link in the show notes below. Don't wait to get clarity. Take that first step toward your dream retirement today.